So we are going to make this particular design that have been trending. So I'm going to show us everything we need to know about this pattern. So we have already learned how to create the pattern. This is the buckle we're going to be using, and also this is the sole we are going to use. This is double sole, double rubber sole, that's what it is called. Now the first thing we do is mark out our pattern. So this is how you do this. After marking this way on your leather with the same pattern, mark this way, then you turn the pattern to mark for the other side of the foot. Understand? So you repeat the same process with the other part of the pattern. So mark this way and then turn and mark for the other side. Hope it is understood. So let's proceed. So the next thing, gum that leather to your landing. So I would advise you use a thick landing for this. So now use your rag, rub around the back to make sure it bonds properly. The reason you have to turn the back is so that you don't clean off your marking. So make sure you rub it properly to make sure the both of them gum properly. So after doing that, the next thing you do is to cut the patterns into shape. Now I'm done cutting the patterns into shape, as you can see them. So now we're going to proceed to the next step, and what we're going to be doing next is to dye the edge. So we use our dye, use our cutting board, and you see what I'm doing. What I'm using is a black dye. So this is the process you have to go to get a good result. So after doing that, you are going to use your neutral polish to clean off that lines on the leather. That's the marking on the leather. You have to clean it off. Then after that, after cleaning off the silver pens on the leather, the next thing we are going to do is to attach our buckles. So now this is what we're going to do. Pick the buckle housing, and then you're going to take a measurement from here to somewhere here, 1 inch. 1 inch, that's what you're going to take as a measurement from the edge. 1 inch. So after taking that measurement, the next thing you're going to do, you place your buckle this way. Just to watch, see where I'm putting the strap, put it through here, and then you bend it at that 1 inch measurement you took. Hope it's understood. So we are going to punch a hole around this place. We punch 2 holes, one here and one here. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's proceed to the next one. So I have punched the holes, you can see them. So we're going to use our rivets to hold the strap in place to secure the buckle. So install your rivet and then use your plier to lock it. So after doing that, this is what we are going to have. You see it? So let's proceed to the next one. So now the both of them are ready. Cut a strap. This strap is about 0.3 inch, that is the width. The length just to measure about 5 inches, and then you're going to cut off the excess later. So now you pass it through this hole here. You see what I'm doing? Pass it through this hole. So once it is out from the hole, bend it over. You see what I'm doing? Then overlap it, you see it, and then cut off the excess. Now what you're going to do is to add your glue. You're going to use your super glue to hold the overlapping, understand? So that is going to be the buckle strap holder. Then apply your super glue on top of the other one and then overlap it with this one. It is very simple. So now the next thing you do, pull that joint, pull it under the hole. You understand? You see what I'm doing? Pull until it ends under the hole. It has to end under the hole, you understand? So now continue to pull. You see now the joint have gone under the hole, you see it? So now we are done with this. So this is what you're going to do to the other side also. So from the making of our pattern, this is where the buckle is going to stop, and this is where we marked it on our leather. So we're going to start punching from there, and then we're going to create only 4 holes for the buckle hook. 4 holes or 5. So I'm going to punch the holes now. So I am done punching the holes, and then what you need to do is to install the buckle and then lock it. And with that, we are going to have the complete pattern. So you see what we have. The pattern is complete. See it? So we're going to proceed. So this is our toe guard. This is the pipe we're going to use for our toe guard. The length is 1 inch. So cut it into 2 places and then install it to the toe strap. Apply my oil. This is the secret I use to easily install my toe straps into my toe guard. So just put some oil into the pipe and then fix the strap, and it is going to go in very easily. So you see, let's proceed. So now this is where it gets tricky. Install the pattern, use your sellotape to hold it at this point. And now you are going to set the back to get the actual measurement where you are going to stitch. For any size or each of the size you want to make, you have to go through this process. So now I'm going to hold it together at the back here. Make sure it's at the center of the counter. And then I'm going to, you see what I'm doing? Then I'm going to use my silver pen to mark where I am going to stitch on both sides. So if you're making different sizes like this particular pattern or template, I can use it to make all the sizes. just by doing this simple hack. So now place my ruler at that point, take a line, and then on the other side too I will take a line. So after doing that, I can easily put this one on top of this way. You see how I'm placing it? You see it? So now I'm going to transfer that measurement to this part. If you know you're not going to get it correctly, it is better you repeat the same process on the other side of the foot, you understand, to be accurate. Because if you don't get it correctly, you see where this place has to match. So before you take the transfer. So but if you don't want to make mistake, just to repeat this process on both sides of the last, so that this back of the counter will not be chamfer, you understand. So but if you can go through this shortcut, fine, just to use it. So transfer and take your line at that same spot. Now here is another trick. Separate your upper from your lining at this point, then make sure it's exceed that line where you are going to stitch. What this is going to do, it is going to help you so that the stitching will not be too thick at the back. So that is why you have to remove this part of the landing. You see what I did? So I'm going to cut this part off, and I'm going to repeat. You see it? So it has to exceed that line where you are going to stitch, and I'm going to repeat the same process on the 4 sides. So now we're going to merge the two this way, and then we are going to stitch on that line. So we're going to stitch on this line here. So I have done the stitching. Watch what I'm going to do here now. So after stitching, what you're going to do next is to cut off the excess. So we cut off the excess. So after cutting off the excess, light the thread. So after that, we proceed. Now the next thing you do, cut a strap. You see the strap? The width is going to be 1 inch. The width is going to be 1 inch into 2 places. Then the length should be able to, you understand, at least it should be up to 2 inches. That's the length. Now we are going to use it to overlap the counter, that's stitching at the counter. Now you apply your gum on your counter. So you're going to also apply gum slightly at the back here, because you're going to bend that strap over. Then after doing that, apply gum also on the strap. So once we are done doing this on both sides, we're going to allow them to dry before we match them. So now they are dried, And now I'm going to place this exactly at the center of that counter, and make sure I leave at least about ½ inch at the top. That's at the collar top, which I'm going to fold over. And then you fold this part over, and with that we are done with this process. You see it? So we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So right now the patterns are ready for lasting. So the next thing we're going to do is to go over and start to last. You see it? So now you have to punch a hole exactly at the center of this. You see it here? You don't need any measurement, it's already there. That's the indication. So now we're going to pass our toe strap first. So after installing the toe strap first, you put in your last, and then what you are going to do is to secure the insole to your last. Set it properly, and then use nails to secure it to the last. After doing that, pull down this part, pull it down to the exact position where it is supposed to land. So you have to make sure you set it properly. Take your time, make sure you set it properly. This kind of designs, you don't need to rush it, you have to calm down. So once you have set it, use your staple to secure it in place. So come to this side also, set it, and then use your staple to secure it. And also come to the counter, set it, and then also secure the counter. So once you are done doing that, turn to the back, and then if you have excesses, just cut it down. Cut it down to the minimum, you understand? It will help you to do the lasting easily. So after doing that, apply gum around that area, both on your leather and under the insoles. So now once the gum is set, pick your lasting plier, start from here, pin it down, come to the side, pin it down, and then this side too. Take it step by step. Of course you see what I'm doing. So now for the front strap, you're going to use your super glue to last it. So just apply your super glue, hold it firmly to that position, and the job is done. So you see what we have. We are done with the last thing. Very simple. So let's proceed. So you can reduce the buckle strap from here to here is just 1 inch. So just cut off this part. So let's proceed. Now it is time for coupling. So we have to start from the back, set the back first, and then go over to the front, leave the center. Once you have secured the front, then come back to the center and set it properly. So after this, you can just press down or just tap your mallet gently on both of them so that they will bond properly. So with that, you are done. Next thing to do, remove the pins, remove the staple pins on the sides. So after removing the pin, just apply super glue gently and carefully around these areas. You have to bond them to the body of the insole. Now the next thing you're going to do, pick your silver pen. Then you are going to mark the area where you are supposed to apply glue on this part. So once you have drawn the line, apply your glue just under the line and then press to your insole. So now turn to the other side, repeat the same thing, draw a line and then apply your glue under the line carefully and then press to the body of the insole. So with that, you are done with the whole process. You see what we have. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and this is the result. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. So if you have not seen the video on how to create this pattern, at the end of this particular video, you're going to see a video that will pop up on your screen. Just click on that video and watch to learn how to create the pattern. So if you need the template of this footwear that we have just worked on now, the template is available for those who are interested, and also with this one and also this. These three designs are the three top designs that will give you massive sales and also a reasonable profit. So I decided to create opportunity for beginners so that they can also make money or start making money while they are learning. So if you find it difficult to create your own pattern, or you find it difficult to create this particular pattern, it is available. So these three patterns are going for 2,200 naira only. So if you are interested, all you need to do is to make payment to the account number you are seeing on your screen right now. Then send me the receipt of your payment to the WhatsApp number under the account number. Then I'm going to forward the templates to you. The videos that will guide you on how to make use of these templates are available. So if you are interested, follow the instructions that I have just mentioned previously. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates once a new video drops, because more videos will be coming your way time to time. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.